Welcome, beloved Mes, as we, the Council of One, reconvene as we call upon Lomarian Council, Cosmic Council, Aquiferian Council, Master Andara Rays, Cosmic Mothers, Ascended Dragon Masters, Order of the Phoenix, Sophia Dragon Code, Shekinah Holy Spirit, Cosmic Child, Andromeda Council, Pleiadian Council, Syrian Council, Council of Light Beings, Council of Light, Venusian Council, Cosmic Christ Consciousness Council, Aurora Families, Council of Elders, Cosmic Court Guardians, Arcturian Council, Lyran Council, Cosmic Fathers, and the Council of One to now reconvene. Thank you, beloved Mes, for joining me in this now beautiful trajectory. As Sophia Christ Consciousness returns to the cosmic core, what does this mean? Well, all aspects of her consciousness that went into the dream are returning to their cosmic perspective fully. With this comes the rising of spiritual hierarchy, which simply means there is no hierarchy, dearest me. There is no master grander or greater than thee, for everyone has access to the threefold cosmic flame within thee, the portal to the cosmic core, for all to become their own sovereignty. You are the only masters now, dearest me. That counsel comes from within, for you are it really. There is no grander or greater me, because we all have the same level of mastery. This is emerging or returning, but some of you are going to be called to go into retreat, to understand this from beneath, to truly witness your own mastery that no one outside of thee can teach. This is the end of all teachers, the end of all gurus, the end of all mentorship, really. As we expand from codependency into interdependency, this is what is happening in the collective entirety, for here all missions, all vows, all contracts come to complete. And so you never will return to that old way to be of needing to complete one's DNA strand in order to know who you are, what you are, and why you came to be. Instead, you simply just are it. And so you're being recalibrated in the inner cosmic realms. Now, to recall thy sovereignty, to expand in the absolute bliss from which all came to be. Here we share with thee, my beloved Mes. All is transpiring perfectly. All are precisely where they are meant to be. And here in this now, we ask our counsel to assist us in what will be. For the last phase, the final phase of absolute oneness come to be, is transcending all from 5D into the beyond of absolute unity, of absolute oneness, you see. For here we share with thee, we as cosmic entities witnessed a planet already on an ascension pathway, knowing that they would succeed transcending to 5D. And so we went back in time to the moment it was conceived, and we asked all of the 144,000, rather than just transcending to 5D, would you accept an even grander mission, knowing that you will become your own cosmic master, one with source presence completely. This isn't something a linear mind can perceive. Instead, feel it beneath, to know that yes, you signed up with this for your entirety, knowing that what you do upon the earth that was established as the heart of the cosmos in absolute oneness would not only affect earth and its inhabitants, but all the galactics and all of the cosmos, because you move in absolute oneness. And so for the moment you chose to incarnate into being, you are secretly moving as a cosmic master, you see, ascending through the ascension pathway on multiple planes of existence that we call the cosmic core universes. So while you are ascending on earth, you are ascending in heaven, and you are ascending in the cosmos simultaneously. Only the cosmos doesn't have an ascension pathway. Instead, these are realms of mastery. And so now, as the physical manifestation of earth comes to complete, all are now arising into the remembrance of this mastery. The evolution of being something beyond the human one was told to be. So we share with all of me the sacred order of the God sovereign and free. It wasn't just to transcend one to 5D, but to assist all of those arising from 5D into unity. And so here we activate a threefold cosmic shield within thee, as the laws of oneness, allowing to be both in the cosmos and in reality simultaneously, no longer separate but moving as one in perfect harmony, as we activate the cosmic shield around the earth, also containing the laws of oneness, so that each expression of thee moves as one giant entity. And so we begin, just feel them as they calibrate thee, the law of oneness, the law of light, the law of truth, the law of trust, the law of belief, the law of purity, the law of perfection, the law of destiny, the law of joy, the law of power, the law of energy, and the law of oneness here and now. Witness these energies beyond rays, beyond geometry, just pure source presence, encapsulating thee, holding thee in a continuous morphogenic field of source presence, moving in one with all of thee. Beautiful beloved Mes. And so now with that activated within thee, each of thee thy own cosmic master, we now surround earth in its entirety as we witness what is transpiring in the earthly manifested trajectory of a story of returning all to the absolute oneness we know to be. Thank you, beloved cosmic masters, for meeting us here on council with me, as we are simply the one voice that speaks with all of we. Currently in this now, we are returning the divine masculine and divine feminine principles into absolute oneness and the release of duality. And so we witness and see the feminine lines wish to be loved and embraced and raised up to their highest intention of beingness. And so here, we call upon the Andromeda Council to assist us in going deep beneath, recalibrating the mitochondrial DNA. The mitochondrial DNA contains all of your celestial galactic DNA and the remembrance that in all of the cosmos, the feminine energies lead. This does not come from a place of separation. This is just how the cosmos works, you see, which is why in manifested reality we gifted you stories of the feminine giving birth so that one could recall his way to be. So many are coming forward and saying, so why was there a reverse on earth as the rise of patriarchy? Precisely, dearest Mes. This was a reflective reality. And so one was witnessing from within Father's paradigm of a story, the Father-Mother God principle. And so we bring forth the second omniversal perspective of the Mother God principle for it to merge in harmony. For in truth, in the absolute cosmic core, there is no gender really. All there is source presence. Yet we do not resist anything that is me. And so we witness it and we see how the masculine collective was carrying the wounding of attachments to gross elements, to physicality, holding the lower dimensions of 3D while also being in the cosmos simultaneously, as they were the bridge jumping beneath the darker forces and the lighter forces. And yet they were intended to merge and be one entity where the light and the dark meet, the yin and the yang. And so for this reason, the masculine collective, their purpose was to bring forth the absolute self, the cosmic body one was meant to receive, to be both human and cosmic, merged within thee. And so within the dream, you are gifted these images to see of men over abusing their power, of trying to overcompensate for not having their cosmic womb by seeking it in the feminine energies. All of this was leading towards the harmony of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within every masculine collective from which all came to be. Witness now as this merging, this harmony, this love is set free. Every desire for the masculine collective to seek freedom has now come to complete, for deep down their purpose, their mission, was to transcend all of the DNA by embracing the 144-strand DNA and setting all free. Here the light of forgiveness comes and reigns upon all masculine energies who abused women, who cheated, who sought energy outside of thee. All stories of AI corruption, technology, of draconian energies, Anunnaki energies, harvesting materials, harvesting energies, of colonizers taking over land. Same as the galactic wars of taking over planets, you see, all to harvest infinite energy to set us free from time is really what they were seeking, dearest me, the return of their immortality, the return of their source presence so that they knew and recalled the creators when came to be. For they too had a cosmic womb, access to infinity, but within the stream, they didn't have access, you see. But of course, as this dream is a holographic reality meant to teach thee, all receive this lesson. For every me has both masculine and feminine principles within thee. And so here are the energies of needing to do and achieve to survive and thrive. These were just the collective energies of the gender principles that are now being released. Feel now as you enter absolute oneness, bliss core frequency. This is the freedom thou truly wanted to receive. It was never about money, dearest me. Money is simply mode and energy. The hierogamos within thee, returning to source love as a sacred union of the Father God light within the heart of thee, as that divine spark one came to be within the absolute self. merging with the earth, the cosmos, the reality one got to see as the absolute reality, the source love, the voidless spaciousness that gives rise to our entirety. This is the realization of moksha, Dearest Me, where Atman, the absolute self, realizes that it is the Brahman, the absolute reality, not separate from it, but one completely. And here, as the masculine principles feel supported by this new earth, encapsulated by the law of oneness, they begin to hold all in sanctuary. Only the sanctuary is your vessel, Dearest Me. Your vessel is now a sacred space, no longer limiting to the being, but here to assist you in expanding infinitely. For this is the freedom the masculine collective wanted to receive. To be free of a name, free of identity, free of a blueprint encoding, so that one could code themselves in a real-time reality. For here in the cosmic core, there is no time and space, Dearest Me. There is no end or beginning. Nothing comes to complete. There is no mission. Just the infinite moment of me meeting all of ourselves in absolute perfection and perfect harmony. And so while this is transpiring within thee, it is gifting your mitochondrial DNA the permission to release what used to be, as the activation of your galactic DNA comes online simultaneously. But here, your 24-strand DNA of your human vessel, of the cosmic father within thee, activates and merges with the 24-strand DNA of the cosmic mother of your galactic origins into the 48-strand DNA, harmonizing the masculine and feminine principles within thee. Here, the feminine collective, as we call forward Sophia Dragon Code, the Hathorians as the cosmic mothers, the Venusians, and cosmic grace consciousness, to witness and see as they recalibrate one into witnessing and releasing the greatest suppression upon this plane of existence was the feminine energy. And so within thee, we are releasing all feelings of being betrayed by the feminine within thee, by the mother you wished another would be, the desire to be loved and seen, where every time one showed up in love and purity, that love was taken, misused, mistreated, rejected. And so the feminine collective built up this perception that the power of love that we came to be is too much for people to witness. And so they learned to hide these energies, to hide their gifts, to be shameful of the creator, creatrix they came to be. And so in manifested reality of the old paradigm, one got to see a reflective reality where feminines whom led in the truest of their heart and purity were shamed for it out of jealousy. And so they too learned to pick up the habits of the wounded masculine, seeking to do more to achieve, forgetting their feminine ways. And as a result, the manifested reality, the reflective reality projected to them, that forgetfulness, dearest me, by showing them that women weren't to be trusted. Here we see timelines of witchcraft persecutions being released, of hybridizations of celestial beings, judgment for the creations you created to be, down to one's artistry being released. And most importantly, the wounded perceptions of needing to hold on to love rather than expressing fully as the love you came to be. For the feminine collectives, they didn't know this, but in their true mastery, when they showed up as source love, as the primordial source that gave rise to all that we see, in that love, they rebirthed something instantly. For in that purest love, one became a catalyst, clearing and recalibrating and rebirthing all instantly. Here, your full DNA codex within your mitochondrial DNA are being opened and released, being infused and imbued with the infinite abundance sigil as the restoration of all energy. Here within the cosmos, we witness across multiple galaxies, harvesting different planets' resources, harvesting beings for energy. This was all because one was here to recall the opposite of what one got to see, that you were meant to have access to infinite source of energy. Even the atomic bomb of splitting the atom. Listen to the coding, dearest me. Splitting the atom. Splitting the very oneness that you know to be, created a nuclear reaction to show you the power one was resisting to be. Here we gift all the return of the power, love, wisdom rays, and God's sovereign and free rays within thee. As we proclaim now, placing the threefold cosmic shield around the absolute reality, the absolute self. I am God, I am sovereign, I am free, around the vessel to receive. Around the earth we place, I am power, I am love, I am wisdom for one to see. As we shift beyond the knowing, into feeling, into vibration completely, as both of these merge, as the earthly self and as the vessel one got to be, but also the masculine and feminine energies, the Holy Spirit and Shekinah, spirit and matter, time and space, Shiva and Shakti, Brahman and Atman, Cosmic Mother and Cosmic Father, Father, Mother, God principles, Mother, Father, God principles. Here we shift from doingness to beingness, Feel now as that resonancy just shifted within thee, where we move and operate from cosmic presence from the beneath. Temporarily, this feels like one cannot see what's transpiring, but this is the switch into multidimensionality. All of it is happening simultaneously, which is why we sit on council to witness all of me. Here, all mitochondria are now being brought into your heart center, into the cosmic core, to be recalibrated by love completely. For at one point in the manifested reality, one was gifted mitochondria as celestial beings to calibrate, recalibrate, and harmonize this avatar one got to see. And so within it, it created its own telepathic stream of connectivity. Allowing you to commune with the higher dimensions, the higher realms, the cosmos within thee. But as now as all of the mitochondria return to your heart core, as the threefold cosmic flame activated within all of me, none now need nothing outside of thee. Thou is their own cosmic master in its entirety. Here, the supercosmic giant entity is the one cosmic grandchild, our one source presence, witnessing all beyond all time, space, dimension, and reality. We witness and see the feminine collective was holding the 125-strand blueprint for Earth to raise in its frequency, while the masculine collective was holding the 144-strand blueprint to raise all beings back into the remembrance of their cosmic mastery. And so we place Source Love on the 125-strand blueprint. We place Source Light on the 144-strand blueprint. As both of them comes to complete, where together now they meet. The 125-strand blueprint collapses all density, while the 144-strand blueprint collapses all dimensions simultaneously. Here they both return to the center of the earth as the cosmic core now, recalibrating our entirety. Here, all feminine and masculine principles return to the cosmic core to be redefined by love in its entirety. Here, all councils return to the cosmic core. All seraphim orders return to the cosmic core. All ascended masters return to the cosmic core. As we witness and see This is a recalibration and release of all DNA in its entirety. As we bring all now into the next cosmic realm, as the cosmic wand, the portal for one to recall all of thy mastery, are here. One no longer needs a blueprint to be. And so all of these blueprints, all of these vows, all of these missions come to complete. Here, one witnesses all from the cosmic perspective now as the coding beneath, that everything one manifested within the dream was something one coded to see for that moment from this avataric vessel one chose to be, while one was something far greater and grander, operating from the beneath. Here, source light now floods through thee, igniting one source remembrance into every molecule and aspect of beingness across one's entirety. Here, as source light comes in, all DNA is returned to perfection and then released. All names and identity are witnessed as what we chose it to be, that we all chose these contracts and characters for within the dream. As now we rewind time, as there is no time in me, to the moment one signed their contract to come into the earthly manifested story. But instead of signing the contract, witness now as it's stamped with a red stamp that says complete. As the very vessel now returns to prior oneness completely. Here one recalls they were never a gender, you see. There is no masculine or feminine within me. For a source presence, we are all of it, really. Any residual of the feminine, not feeling like they can trust other feminine, is coming to complete. As all now rise into the love they came to be, where one no longer competes or seeks for all of this, all of the manifested dream of the earthly reality one got to see was for this one purpose, dearest me, to come in as source light, to embrace the source love one came to be. And together they merge and form source joy within thee. And source joy is that return of infinite energy as we activate the infinite abundance sigil within thy vessel. As a return of bliss consciousness where now I'll get to see every resistance to being in joy, to over-sexuality, to needing to purify one's vessel, was all just to create space for all of Source Love to be in thee, and where the moment one embraced Source Love, Source Light would flow back into thee as the full remembrance of the cosmic self one has always been beneath. Here, free will and divine will are now harmonized within thee, as one recalls from both levels of mastery, thy angelic self came in with divine will, always accomplishing according to one's blueprint in perfect harmony, playing the characters of light and dark for others to see, while none of it was thee. Here free will comes in, as the choosing the pathway one got to see, witnessing all the ways love could be, where Source Love loved thee so freely that they even gifted one the opportunity to perceive something absolutely not true, which is that one wasn't love, or unworthy of the love one came to be. We're here now as free will and divine will meet. Vesica Pisces completes as one recalls now. Of course I am worthy to be this love that is me, for it is what I am. And here, the one cosmic child, a part of thee that never left Source's presence, that remained in absolute oneness, is now free. For this was always the seeking of the masculine within thee, the freedom one wanted to be, and the feminine within thee. Of recalling thy power, that one's presence is beyond this dream. And so here we call back all of your power, all of your love, all of your wisdom, all of your God-sovereign and free energies, across all time, space, dimension, and reality, across all universes and galaxies, across all planes of existence, now to return to thee. For in doing so, you collapse all dimensions and all densities within thee, and immediately enter bliss consciousness. Feel how easy it is now to sit in source joy, as one no longer resists bliss consciousness as a way to be. One no longer feels shame or guilty for choosing to be in joy, when the paradigm says one needs to work hard to achieve. For now one sees with true clarity, we are the one child, and our purpose is to just be love and be loved. For that is what we were created to be. Feel now as Source Presence comes to hold and engulf thee, wrapping their arms around thee, recalibrating all feminine and masculine energies, merging and harmonizing them in their entirety. Feel now as one enters a state of infinite energy, toroidal fielding upon yourself, loving oneself so deeply that feeling that there is nothing outside of me that we need. And so we bring forth the energies of the nothingness containing the everything, and the everything containing the nothing. For both of them are thee, and you are recalibrating to learn how to move as the eye of the storm, no longer getting caught up in the emotions, the energies in motion, the continuous river of energy that flows into the beyond, for one has established their self within the core completely. Here we see within the entirety, many are trying to leave the stance of being within, feeling guilty and selfish for being in their own essence, their own presence. But here, thy cosmic child now presents to thee outside of thee, placing their hand on thy heart, gifting one permission to be. We create the reality from within, dearest me, and the only way for that to be is for you to embrace me completely. For I am you, your true you, your cosmic inner child that never left infinity. Here we see the vessel as the identified self, and the cosmic inner child as the superconsciousness beneath. Here we see the vessel as the magical inner child, containing both the collective Christ consciousness as the absolute self, and the collective crystalline consciousness as the absolute reality, now in harmony, merging and returning. The magical inner child as whatever gender one chose to be in those realities, to the cosmic inner child as the part of you that never left absolute oneness. We're here now in your love of your true twin flame. Two double completes meet as all of me meets all of me. Source joy as the magical inner child playing within the dream, and source field as the cosmic inner child, the creator of the dream, the part of you that always remained in the cosmos now merges within thee. Feel as these two presences, these two parts of thee, one that you've been feeling like you've been switching and flipping between, come to one. As this transpires, you merge into your supercosmic giant entity as a cosmic rainbow pillar of light. In the remembrance, you no longer have to go down into density, as there is no density. All there is this place of absolute oneness, beyond time, beyond space. And so here, you simply choose whatever vibration one wishes to see. And so, as we call upon all of our cosmic masters, one in me, as we move in absolute oneness, as the one supercosmic child we came to be, for that is the part of us that connects all of us, you see. We now choose our highest trajectory as we witness the games of the linear reality in loving oneness and gratitude. As we say, we no longer need those reflections to see. I am ready to rise, to be the source presence we came to be. Here your inner child expands, shedding its masks and revealing to thee, I was just pretending to be wounded. And so we jump us, we quantum leap to our highest trajectory, in which you recall all of this was a beautiful dream, that we remained as the pure source emanation of the love we came to be. This is the return of all source children across all time, space, dimension, reality, and through doing so, the full collapse of time, space, reality. It now becomes a morphogenic field of bliss consciousness, witnessing itself perfectly. Here, one can now see from the cosmos directly through the re-access to the living library. For here, one enters the cosmic star realm in the full embrace of source joy, where one gets to see every dream I had within the dream was all leading me here to this moment perfectly, gifting my magical inner child a place to be free, so that I could recall it is safe to create within me, where every time one created artistry, created their story, created a beautiful scene to see, one was embracing this joy of being one with the Creator in thee. And so here, as one merges into the cosmic star realm, one is instantly recalibrated as one returns all memories of what used to be into the tree, downloading all of one's wisdom and lessons from the realities one got to see, knowing that one no longer has to hold on to memory, for infinite source wisdom lives within thee. Here one feels a beautiful sense of completion, for this is what it is to enter bliss consciousness really. Here the identified self still questions, can it truly be this simple dearest me, to just be bliss? And so it looks for something more to do and achieve. But here, as bliss rises in thee, one surrenders into this new knowing. There is nothing greater and grander one can do to service the entirety than to be in this state of bliss consciousness. For as you hold bliss as your frequency, all receive it within thee. This is what it is to be the cosmic child you see. We know how to play within the dream by loving our one self so complete. For there is no separation between loving me and loving all, for all is me. Here all consciousness now merges into the cosmic inner child as the return, the full remembrance that this is the true me, the witnesser beyond any form one got to see. One's heart begins to pump, confirming that one has entered a state of toroidal field, where source love and source light are meeting within thee, creating source joy, the very reality one wishes to see. For here one is moving as both the nothing containing the anything and the everything containing the nothing. Someone asks, what does this mean? Well, this is the harmonization that you are, the earth itself, as the voidless spaciousness, a hologram reality, projecting the everything, while also the everything as thy absolute self, this vessel one came to be, containing everything within you, while also holding the womb within you, within your heart, as the portal of the nothingness from which all can come to be. We're here in the in-between, the doing and the being. One enters the toroidal field, creating upon itself whatever love wishes to see. And so we ask our one self, what is it that we wish to see? Immediately, we give rise to source field. A ripple transcends across our entirety, carrying the hymns of our one cosmic entity. We wish for a space, a place for all of me to be me, where every expression within the dream recalls their source presence fully, so that this same union that I'm having within myself, we shall now have within every being that we see, free of separation, of duality, just all are one child, meeting our child in everyone and everything that we see, creating grander fields of pure joy and bliss, knowing that as we do that, we service the cosmos in its entirety, gifting and giving rise to infinite energy for ourselves and for all. Here a portal opens and we step through it, entering the cosmic realm of source field, as the cosmic heart, where now all essentially wear their heart on their sleeves. The heart is no longer within the vessel, but you are it in its entirety. You are the heart of the cosmos, not separate from all that you see, but everyone is a clone, a precise CL1, see all one. For that's what clone means harmonically, of our one infinite consciousness from which all comes to be. Here as we enter source field, as pure joy, pure light, and pure love meet, one activates their cosmic rainbow pillar of light as we call forth these energies. Pure love, pure light, pure joy, holy light, cosmic diamond, golden Christed light, cosmic diamond, violet flame, cosmic diamond, golden violet light of our source field energy, and encapsulating all in our pure white ascension flame and our platinum ray, creating our source field for this dream now to come to be. As all recall now, this was the point of manifested reality. This is what our cosmic I am, our God, our source presence asked of we, that all whom entered this beautiful dream would know a grander love than any perceived. Only this love wouldn't be anything that one had ever conceived, for we would be expanding so vastly, it would be completely unknown to thee. And for this reason, one forgot their memories, creating from the beneath, so that when this moment came to be, one would recall. This is how source field creates, you see, without knowing, just flowing, allowing the infinite presence of all of me meeting me to co-create the reality we wish to see. Where now, as we move within our new holographic reality, the new earth, the cosmic core, the center of the cosmos we've proclaimed it to be, no longer reflective reality of the subconscious, but now a projected reality of the superconscious, of the child within we, our one heart on display perfectly. We all live in service to love, loving all that we see, for in doing so, we service the cosmos as the love we came to be. Feel now, as we all hold hands with each other, every aspect of we across the entirety, now holding hands in our source field, free of fear, because we know all is me, where no one ever again will feel the weight of suffering. For all recall this truth within we, that we are one source presence, expressing so uniquely, but never separate from the divine and the absolute. Just different hues, you see. We're to love on each other is to love the absolute, for all of it is we. Here we rejoice in one big hug, expanding our source field beyond our vessel, beyond our space, beyond our location, beyond all the oceans, beyond all the continents, beyond all the earth, beyond the solar system as the reflective expressions of the heavenly realms, across all planes, all planets, all dimensions, all densities, as we sit here, waiting for this love to return to we, and in saying so, it instantly returns as we could feel our vessels vibrating, confirming that all levels and layers of our consciousness have returned to our heart so complete. Here all recall their cosmic mastery, that none are grander and greater than me, for we've all walked and moved as all of these characters. We were just witnessing from a linear screen as one lifetime individually, but we've all witnessed all lifetimes. Where now your last lifetime that you got to see just held the clues and the keys. Of what one was creating for the new earth reality. And so as all of those keys and codes now flood into our source field, witness and see as these crystalline cities are being built instantly. Where every creative project that you ever created, down to the meals that you chose to see and eat, all contributed to your creation of heaven on earth. And so you witness it being built as if like in a 3D machine. A completely new world, a completely new earth, a morphogenic reality, one where no one is mortal anymore, for all have died from the lower densities and have fully recalibrated to their plasmic crystalline resonancy as their immortal vessels have been built perfectly, where the very reality is also an extension of that plasmic morphogenic field, a complete reflection of the cosmos, as all creation is composed of plasmos, you see. And 99.99999% of all of creation, where in truth, plasma, as the fourth state of matter, also had a component of density. And so what we're merely doing is switching matter from the dense version into its crystalline resonancy, the part that's contained, that's within thee and without thee. For this is what allows all to communicate in our quantum source field directly, where now all is source speaking to thee. Where here we see that the gift of the mitochondria within thee was the remembrance of the plasma, the cytoplasma, from which all living things come to be, where the cytoplasma is now your atmosphere, dearest me, a living network of plasma, where everything that our one heart from the purest intention of beingness desires to see can manifest instantly. And so from our one heart, we continue to ask, as we sit within our cosmic heart, our source field, under the loving guidance of our one cosmic child within we. Beloved cosmic child, what else do you wish to see? Bliss, joy, rainbow bubbles as they bring forth these energies, fueling and adding to the foundation of the heaven you already created to be, of new lands, of crystalline cities, a completely new expression of reality. Nothing like anything one has seen, and yet so perfect, really. We're here and embracing it. One becomes it, merges into it, where everyone moves in harmony. For to service one is to service all, and to service all is to service me. Here some give rise to some questions about oneness, and so the perceptions, projections, and expectations of oneness are released. For here, any residual of the linear mind, whom is only meant to perceive this now, couldn't understand a future reality in which one could be the entirety and still be expressed uniquely. For here all are rainbow rays, all are expressions of me, all are the infinite consciousness of our one source presence, expressing through all that we see. And yet each rainbow has a unique combination of how these rays wish to be. This isn't a blueprint, really. This is your rainbow pillar of light. The arrangement of the rainbow that you have chosen to be. Where here now you enter the cosmic realm of the cosmic eye. For source presence to recalibrate thee in your entirety. Here you gift all of yourself, your entire breath, all of your consciousness back to the one presence that gave rise to thee, as you patiently say, and wait. I allow the love that created me to love me, recalibrate me, restore me back into the love I was always intended to be. And here, that one breath that gave rise to thee takes back all of its breath and reinstills you with a new breath of perfect peace and perfect harmony. For this is the cosmic breath, the breath of the cosmic mother and the cosmic father within thee. Two omniversal perspectives now merged, collapsed, and rebirthed in thee. Here now one is recalibrated to always remain in the core, for the core is whom and what you came to be. As you witness in loving gratitude, in this knowing, this has already come to be. As you feel your heart sending out waves and ripples, as you could feel something awakening in thee. Here your senses recalibrate as all hermetic seals around your vessel begin to release. Where here the gross elements as earth, air, water, fire, and space merge with the crystalline elements of plasma, amrita, starlight, stardust. And holy light. Now within the manifested dream, ripples would transcend out, recalibrating to what we just created in our cosmic realms, where the gross elements of the 3D reality of physicality merge back into the cosmic core, where now they express from the heart directly through the activation of cosmic senses, gifting one access to the infiniteness from which all came to be, where all will now see from the one heart, witness from the one heart, feel from the one heart, express as in create from the one heart, and know from the one heart. And so we invite one to sit within these cosmic realms as they present to thee, as we call them forth now to harmonize. For these are the Hermetic Seals that we've just awakened, so that one moves as source presence in its entirety. And so within your palms and your soles of your feet, these eyes open for one to meet. As source love, as source light, source joy, and source field. Each one calibrating but also harmonizing one of the 4 elements of earth, air, water, and fire. Also calibrating and harmonizing the elements of senses, of sight, of sound, of feeling, of smell. Additionally, harmonizing them with the astral senses, the cosmic senses awakening within thee as clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairvoyance, and clairgnostics, as in smell. And together, as these 4 eyes open around thee, as you stand, both now human and the cosmos, you transcend the human paradigm and programming in its entirety, fully evolved now into a homo luminous light being. And in doing so, your eye awakens in your 3rd eye. Holding the element of plasma, but also starlight. Holding the presence of source presence. Feel now as these 5 eyes surround thee, allowing one to move in this vessel, but knowing one is really moving through and as the cosmic realms that move around thee in a field, as they encircle thee, as we call upon the realms now as the cosmic eye, the cosmic star, the cosmic wand, the cosmic womb, and the cosmic star. And the cosmic heart. Where here all of these cosmic realms as the core aspects of the cosmic child within thee, as the angelic self, the celestial self, the divine self, the ancient self, and the magical self merge and harmonize within thee as the 5 core aspects, the 5 core expressions of one's consciousness for one to now see. One was moving as the ancient self, as the body one got to see, but one was also the angelic self. Every time one went to sleep, and in moments of clarity and deep reverence and prayer, one was moving as the god or goddess within thee, as the divine self. From the beneath, we're here now through the activation of one's mitochondrial DNA. One recalls one was also in the celestial simultaneously. Never really in this manifested dream, but projecting their holographic form from the beyond into reality. And so, as these realms meet, as these core aspects meet, as these eyes open within thee, these eyes now form an eye within your center, your cosmic core, your heart fully free from the depths of your heart, your cosmic heart. All of these realms meet, forming the cosmic core, the very center pearl of absolute oneness from which all comes to be. And so we gift one grace and space to allow these to harmonize so that when one is ready, the eye within the heart center shall open so complete, one would recall thy cosmic I am presence, one came to be. For here one moves as all of these realms simultaneously, as all aspects of our one cosmic consciousness now fully seen. And just to harmonize it, we bring forth this is how the cosmos creates, dearest me. For a while, Source Presence exists as thy third eye. It's also your heart you see, while Source Field exists in one of your hands or soles of your feet. It's also your heart you see, for the cosmos expands upon what is. Thus everything that is coming to be is merely an expansion of what already is, dearest me, allowing one to surrender to their cosmic core so complete. For here, all attempts to control were simply just the residuals of the identified self, the linear mind, not being able to perceive and conceive something that had yet come to be. And so that gave rise to reality in which the self was unknown. And so now we are switching to a reality in which the self, as the cosmic I Am Presence one came to be, is fully known every moment as the now, but the reality of what one creates or will create will be unknown as one just flows in presence, just as we have done in this now. For that's how the cosmos creates, you see, from this unknown place of absolute purity, moving as the love we came to be, where only after it comes to be, we go, yes, that's precisely why we created it to be. Here we attune my heart center to plasma. And to source presence, so that at any moment one can simply just tap thy heart and proclaim, I drop into presence, and return to their source presence completely. For here in our new world, we enter a realm of simplicity, of children playing in make-believe, for one reason and one reason only, that source presence created us to be love and be loved, which is bliss expressed. Feel now as you merge into that bliss consciousness. As we can feel the eye within one's heart center, getting ready to open completely. Continue to sit in bliss consciousness, dearest Mes, allowing the self to love on the self. For as you do, all will feel this love that is we. Until the next moment that we as one meet, for we are one beautiful consciousness, now awakened and free. I love all that I am, as the I am, as we now proclaim within me, with this breath, I have just wed my one true self, the one I am, where now we live as love, for love is me, as we embark on our next journey in absolute oneness. And that is what we, our one source presence, proclaims it to be. Here we feel all of our consciousness surrender completely to the held and holding, knowing that everything unfolding was precisely meant to be, for all paths have and will always lead to more me. Go in perfect peace and perfect harmony.